Office manager texted me to confirm that it is okay I don't get paid my full paycheck tomorrow. I can't make this up. The office manager texted me this morning and said my time card fell through the cracks, and I will be short 20 hours this paycheck. She does payroll herself on QuickBooks. She told me to confirm in writing that that was okay or she would try her best to start a new payroll. I told her, start a new payroll, and I called her boss. Her boss didn't answer because apparently they were on the phone, and my office manager texted me 5 minutes later saying, you will get paid with the 20 hours included. She then victimized herself and said work has been so busy with the end of the year reports and she was struggling. Okay, so I wasn't going to get paid because you failed to prioritize payroll for a 2-person office staff, herself included. About 2 weeks ago, she was doing payroll from home and said she couldn't process mine because she didn't have my time card. Luckily for her, I photocopy it for my own files and I sent her a picture of it to make sure I was paid. And I was. What is going on here? What is this? What am I dealing with? I updated my resume and applied to a few jobs. I don't want someone to play games with my paycheck, and I don't want to have anxiety every 2 weeks, wondering if I'm getting paid or if I'm going to have fight for my paycheck. WTF. ETA. I appreciate all of your comments so much. When a company starts having payrolls issues, it's time to look elsewhere. It sounds like they don't have the money for payroll when they should and are playing shell games with employees' payroll. This is a huge red flag. It's also possible that your office manager is a complete buffoon who thinks it's okay to mess with people's incomes not once, but twice in 1 month. Either way, I'd start looking for an exit plan. I kind of disagree with everyone else here. It doesn't sound like a cash flow issue. To me it sounds like the payroll person is the problem and she is trying to hide her mistake and cover her own ass by just adding the missing hours to your next check. I used to work in payroll for a smallish business. 150 employees. Anytime a payroll mistake was made, we would immediately cut them a check. This would require admitting the mistake to several members of management. If I were you, I'd take your concerns to someone above her and monitor your paychecks carefully. I worked for a small family-owned juice bar. The owner's wife did payroll and issued paper checks. Sometimes they wouldn't be signed and you'd have to call her numerous times and hunt her down to get her to sign it. Payday comes around and she would always take her sweet time delivering the checks to the stores. I stupidly worked for them 6 days a week and my only day off was Friday. And when payday came, I'd have to waste half my day off waiting to get my check and then go deposit it. It was frustrating to say the least. Sheesh. I'm so glad I quit that place with no notice. Fuck them. I bet the office manager's time card didn't fall through the cracks, too. I bet it was very carefully protected. Don't walk. Run to your local labor commissioner and file a formal wage and hour complaint. Then start looking for a new job. The one you have is in danger of disappearing. No, I expect my full paycheck. Text her to confirm is okay that you work 20 less than normal while still getting paid next week. Ask them to confirm in writing the company will compensate you in full and immediately for any fees, charges, or negative impacts caused as a result of any future late or incorrect payments, including co-signing any loans should your credit rating be impacted. I manage payroll from my position. No. Do a special pay. Do anything to cut the check for the correct hours. You should ask your employer, have you considered getting a payday loan? JKS. I do payroll as part of my job. It feels like it could be one or a couple of things together. 1. Cash flow timing problems. 2. Cash flow management problems. I'd look for a new job if you think this. 3. Slightly sinister. She's trying to or is skimming money somewhere. If things are running right, they should be provisioning enough to preserve the payroll and space timing of accounts. Payments, unless they are in massive trouble. Is this the truth, or are they hiding a cash flow problem? If it is a cash flow problem, you have had issues twice. Perhaps start quietly looking for something else. Run like the wind. QuickBooks isn't that rough, so the HR person is not up to snuff. I took a very basic finance class, and the one thing he stressed is the last thing you mess with ever is payroll. Everything else is secondary. Someone needs to have that conversation. Took almost nothing else from that class. But this dude is a regional CFO. No, is the only response. Report to Department of Labor.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.